We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali weighed in at 210 pounds, and he stands 191 centimeters tall. And across the ring from him, Oleksandr Usyk. He's 6'3", with a 78-inch reach.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Muhammad Ali coming off that stunner. He predicted it as he knocked out Sonny Liston. Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go for round one. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? How about that time counter shot? After so much pre-hyped fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner.
Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction times. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. He misses with that straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch caught him clean. Nice idea, and that hook lands. That big hook doesn't land. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
I love that. That jab's slick. Put him back on this round.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That jab misses. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Hold it right there. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali, the greatest. Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four, five. And you continue.
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Time for the 5th round. You couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You'd like to see more jabs. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
Oh my God, Johnny! Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. You know the scorecards are gonna be all over the place in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missing with that jab. a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab does not score. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Start sticking with you. Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Here we go. It's round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
It's bombs away. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't forget the job and don't get carried away. Listen, you switched up. What do? Get your mind back on it. Stay focused.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He got out of the way of that right hook. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That left hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the
There's the bell to start round 9. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You've been closer to the
We've made it to round 10. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both men step back for just a moment. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? It appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
King Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Incredible work rate. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Into it. That was a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. Let's take that one, right? Great round. Now relax, relax. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle, and then just start gathering your pace.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That left hook misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. And down goes Oleksandr Usyk. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Focus, man, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Now start sticking a few body shots in there.
There's the bell for round 12. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Which fighter will say no mas? You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So far, it seems... Did you see that? Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. How did they survive that?
What recovery. Every skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
What a fight. What a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself. And you know what? I'm happy it's a draw because nobody deserves to lose and nobody deserves to win. These guys put it on the line.